write the names. You can write the names. It is A. Okay, and this I am going to take it as B, and this I am going to take as E, C, and I am going to take it as D. Okay, keep them properly. Okay. Now let me project these lines. I'm going to project them. Okay, project them. Projected this and copy this line and keep here. End of this one. And now you can trim these extra lines. Hold Control and this and the front view. See, look here, the front view. I have not drawn the line. Okay, line from here to here. Now hold Control. Select all these lines along with this line and make it visible. Now this is the front view it is showing you, and if the observer look from this end, A, A is nearer to the observer, D is away from the observer, so that this will be A dash in bracket B dash. And similarly, this is B dash in bracket C dash, B dash in bracket C dash. Okay, let me keep them properly. Okay, the second position is over. You see any problem, a small mistake I feel, see here, there is a small extra added length of the line. It should not be there like this. Okay, if it is there, then it will be a problem. Okay, after you take the printout and the problem will come to know. So better we'll remove this line and write once again.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir, A dash, D dash, no sir. In bracket.
Yeah, 1 minute, I'll show that. Yeah, D dash, very nice, very good, very good. Very nice, correct. And B in bracket C, correct? No, A dash, D dash, very good, very good. A dash, D dash, and B dash and C dash. Am I right now? Okay. Now, the surface of the lamina makes an angle of 45 degrees with respect to the horizontal plane. A lamina of sides 30 mm by 20 mm is resting on one of its longer edges. Longer edge I have taken this side, and the surface of the lamina, that means in other way what they have given us, and the lamina is tilted through the edge on which rest until the surface of the lamina makes an angle of 45 degree. So let me take one line at an angle of 45 degree. Okay, let me take from here. Okay, 45 degree I am going to take. Okay, 80 tab 45 degree. I have taken some distance, and some distance I have taken, and I am going to draw this. Now select all these together. Say move from end of this one to end of this one, and next go to rotate. Go to rotate. Rotate. If you want, you can zoom this and see. Go to rotate. The rotating point is this one. Any point on this must be coinciding with this one. Okay, this one. And now the lines appears to be step while you are doing the graph in the graph, because it is a resolution problems will be there in some of the laptops and computers. You need not to worry. And after that you can remove this line. After that you can remove this line, and if you want you can write the angle also, you can write here. So what they have given us? They have given us 30 mm by 20 mm they have given, and the lamina is rotated or tilted through the edge on which rest. AD is the edge on which it is resting. It is tilted until the surface of the lamina. What is the surface? This is the surface of the lamina, makes an angle of 45 degree with respect to the horizontal plane. Now let me draw a line from A from the front view and from the top view, and B from the front view and the top view, like that. Okay, let me draw the line. Let me copy better. Copy the line from end of this one to end of this. And you can Draw one reference line here and you can extend this. Extend it. Now let me draw a line horizontally. Take the end point, locate from here, locate from here. Okay. And extra lines, you can remove them. It will not be taking more time. Now let me concentrate on this portion only, and line from A and B are lying on the same line. Line from A and line from A. This is point A. And line from B and line from B. This is point B. And line from C and line from C. This is point C. And similarly, line from D and line from D. This is point D. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to take a visible line from A. Always make a practice of writing from A to B, B to C, like that. A to B, B to C, C to D, C to D, and D to A. This is how the lamina appears in the top view when it is tilted through the edge AD at an angle of 45 degrees. And other point also they are given us, the lamina is tilted. That means the edge on which rest is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to VP. The edge on which rest is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to VP. Now one can take this side or this side, it's left to you. Whichever the way you want, you feel convenient, you can use it. Okay, let me take a point here, and you can see here, you can see the angle here. Now this is 30 degree, 180 minus 30 degree, how much? 150 minus 150 degree. How to take some length, okay, around 85 length I am take, tap minus 131 minus 150 degree. How much angle? 30 degree, no, 150 degree. Okay, 150 degree. This is the angle it is making at an angle of 30 degree. And if you have any doubt in the beginning, you can look at the angle also here. You can measure the angle, how much it is. It is 30 degree. I am correct. Okay. And you can move anywhere. You can move it anywhere. It is made like that. Software. You can move it anywhere. Now, this particular lamina I have to keep, but unfortunately, you assume that I have taken like this. I'll commit the mistake and show you. I'll commit the mistake and show you. I'm going to take C here, and I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to rotate it through this, and I'm going to locate here. Please, one of you tell me I'm right or wrong, the final position. The final position is correct or wrong?
Sir, why we have to take that CD in that on that line only, sir? Why not AD, sir?
No, that is what, if I have taken like this, it will become wrong. I told in the beginning, I am committing the mistake. Suppose geometrically it is okay. The two lines AD and CB are parallel to each other. I can take this, but it is wrong. What I have to do? The lamina makes an angle of the lamina makes an angle of 30 degree with respect to the edge on which it is rotated. So this will become wrong. It is not correct. It is not correct. Now what I have to do is I have to take this. I have to take this and copy this, take this as a point of reference and locate here. Now I'm going to rotate. I'm going to rotate by taking this as a rotation center, and any point on this must be here. Now I am correct. What the problem is given once again, I'll read it.
How can we know? We have to make that angle on that side A and D, sir.
Okay, I'll read the problem once again. I'll read the problem. What the problem is given, I'll read it. A rectangular lamina of sides 20 mm into 30 mm rests on HP on one of its longer edges. It is resting on HP on one of its longer edges. Okay, I have satisfied. It is resting on HP on one of its longer edges. Okay. The lamina is tilted about the edge on which rests till the plane surface of the lamina is inclined to HP at 45 degree. That means the AD is the lamina edge on which it is resting. The lamina is tilted in such a way that the surface of the lamina makes an angle of 45 degree. This also I have completed. That means we understood. Now the next point is the edge on which it rests is. The edge on which it is resting is. What is the edge on which it is resting? The edge on which it rests is. This is the edge on which rest. Okay, is inclined to VP at 30 degree. So the edge on which rest is inclined to VP at 30 degree. This is the edge on which it is resting, that is inclined to VP at 30 degree. That's all. Now my problem is solved. Correct, no?
So can you tell that again?
Okay.
So why
Once again,
can't the edge, the longer side which is resting can't be B and C, sir?
no, yeah, you can. This one, nah? No, I cannot take this side. I cannot take this side because the observer is standing here. He can able to visualize. This is how initially I told, and I'll be making the video and also and show you. Okay, and if I took this again, the lamina will be inclining like this. For the observer, he cannot able to see this lamina. He cannot able to see the lamina. The content of the lamina he cannot able to see. Always it will be tilted so that this can be viewed by the observer. The observer is standing here. It will be viewed by the observer. So that, correct, no? And always, which is the tilting edge, AD is the tilting edge, and that edge has to be at an angle of 30 degree. Any discussion is there?
Sir, the edge which is tilting, it should rest on 30 degree, no, sir?
Yeah, this is which is the edge you tell me in this figure?
AD.
AD is the edge. So the AD is the edge I have taken. I have taken AD
Sir,
is the edge.
it's only for this problem or in every problem it's the same way, sir? Like which side is inclined, that side should be resting.
Yeah. Which side? Yeah, in all the problem. In all the problem, I have taken like this only, and you can see here. You can see here. I'll read this problem. I'll read this problem. A pentagon lamina side is 25 mm is resting on one of its corners, and the edge opposite to the corner on which rest. CD is the edge opposite to the corner on which rest. It is a height of 20 mm. Now, don't think about what height it is. I want to rotate it by 31 degrees. So definitely, I'll be taking this as a corner. I have taken already left side. I have defined this is the corner through which I am going to rotate. Okay, and I'm going to rotate. So observer can able to see all the information from this end.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Correct, no? Kindly ask me all the doubt. Don't keep any kind of doubts with you. Okay. So which the first condition in this our this one is the which is the corner or edge on which rest it has to be left side, so that from the left end we can rotate in the counterclockwise direction. Observer can able to see this. And again the edge on which rest is inclined at 30 degree to VP. It is given to you. Now it will become simple for me to draw this now. Okay, it will become simple. So once you know the initial position is second position, anyone can able to do this. A, B, C, D. Okay, and let me take a line from this end also. Some distance let me take. Okay, now line from A and line from A. This is the intersection of A. A, correct, no? So immediately let me name it as A dash. And line from B and line from B. Okay, this is where it is intersecting at this point. And on the same line, C is also coming. I'm not going to trim the extra portion that side. Now name it as B dash. and C. The C is coming on this line and on this line. So this is the intersection point of these two. So let me trim these two and name it as C. Name it as C. And D and D. D is coming on the XY line itself. So let me trim this portion and this will be D. This will be D. Now go to lines, select a visible line from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. This is the final one. And now one can even write here. You can write it is the top view. Top view. Top view you can write, and you can write it is a front view. A final front view and final top view. And you have written all the dimensions, right? And you have not written the XY line, all this. So XY line should be written. Once after you write
Sir, which
XY line.
exactly is the top view and front view in the diagram? I mean the figure, sir.
Pardon.
Which is the top view and the front view in that figure exactly, sir? Which part? How
Okay.
much part is the front view and top view?
Okay. Fine. Just I'll write. Okay. The same problem I'll try to do and show you here. Okay. So that you can able to understand this. Okay. Now initially the lamina is here. Anyhow, now this is the edge. Okay. Now I did a small this one. You can say it is a mistake only. I'll do one thing. Look here. This is the edge. This is the edge. AD is the edge. This is the AD edge. Okay. This is edge AD on which it is resting. Now it has been tilted in such a way that the lamina makes an angle of 30 degree to the horizontal plane. Okay. Let me take the line. Let me take the line. Project them onto this. Okay. Now this is the lamina. Are you understanding me what I'm doing? Are you understanding? The
Yes,
initial,
sir.
yeah, initial position of the lamina I have shown. Okay, let me concentrate on this only. This is the edge on which is resting. Now, for this initial position, let me draw the line. I'm going to draw the line. Okay, I'm going to project the line. I've projected. I've projected onto the front view. Now, this is how the line appears. This is how the line appears. You can say yes. This is the rectangle. One can see this compared with this figure. The initial position. If you look from the top, this is the XY line, and this vertical plane will coincide with the XY line. And if you look from the top, this point A is A, and this point is D. These are the two edges on which it has to be rotated. Now, if the observer look from this end, okay, let me name this. Let others also understand. I hope you are understanding this. You can able to see this. This is the top view of the object. This is top view of the object. I want to make it AD to the edge on which it has to be rotated. Now this is the top view, and if you look from the front, what happens? The A dash in bracket D dash you'll get here. A dash in bracket D dash you'll get here. That is what I have written here also. And here, if you look from here, this B is nearer to the observer, C is away from the observer. Definitely B in bracket C. B in bracket C. So this first view, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because what I'm doing is, while I'm going to write this, I'm going to rotate it a single. Yeah. This will be rotated so that it will be coming like this. You understood, right? Right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to make it as at an angle of 45 degree. I'm going to make it. So let me see how I can do it. Here I'll try to show you. I'll try to show you at an angle of 45 degree. For example, you say this will be an angle of 45 degree. This will be an angle of 45 degree. Let me take this one and this one. Okay. Let me rotate it. Take this as a point, and I'm going to rotate here. So I have rotated at an angle of 45 degree. You understood? I'm going to rotate it at an angle of 45 degree. After rotation, let me make it some different this one. And after rotation, what happens? No, after rotation, what happens? After rotation, now the lamina appears to be here. Try to understand. Try to understand. I'm writing the three-dimensional view and try to make you to understand. I hope you understood this. Now this is the, you just look at the green. This is the first position. This is the first position. This will be the first position. First position. It is the first position, and this will be the second position. Second position, how it appears, you just see in the second position. If you look from the front, and A dash D dash will be here, and B dash C dash will be here. If I look from the top, and again, if I look from the top, this will be AD, this AD will be there, and the DC appears to be smaller in length. How much it will be smaller? You can see that this is so much smaller. How much? Just I'll write one line. This much length. It appears to be this much length. Correct? No, in the top view. Correct or not?
45 degrees, sir.
Yeah, when it is at an angle of 45 degree here, when it is at an angle of 45 degree here, in the top view, the observer look at, this will be appearing this much length. You can agree my point? Correct? No? Now it appears to be this much length. Yeah, I'll write underline also. I'll write underline also, so that it will be helpful to you. Yeah. Now this is what they say. A and this point is B, and this point is C, and this point is D. Because the observer look from this end, and even though it is 20 mm length, that will not be appears to be 20 mm length, since it is inclined to the observer. So that is what I have taken this much. This DC will be equal to this much length. Okay, right?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
huh? Yeah. Now what is given is this edge on which rest is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to the vertical plane. Next position. Next position I will be showing you. Next position. Try to understand. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to take a line at an angle of 45 degree here. At an angle of 45 degree. So let me take this as this line by different color. Okay, yellow color you take, or yellow color if you cannot able to visualize. So let me take blue color. Okay, this is the 45 degree. What I'm going to do is this whole figure will be rotated. Please understand. The whole figure will be rotated in such a way that the second position will be rotated by taking this as a point, and I'm going to keep here. You're understanding? Okay. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. And now what happens is
That angle only we are keeping into 30 degree, no, sir.
this angle will be 30 degree. Yeah, this angle will be 30 degree. This
We are
angle
not taking that brown line, no, sir. That thing, that first rectangle you have drawn, no, sir. We are not taking that thing, no, sir.
No, now it is resting on the ground. First, see, I want to keep in this particular position. For example, I want to keep in this position on this edge AD. I want to keep at an angle of 45 degree to this horizontal plane first. For example, correct. And for
Yes,
this,
sir.
to drop it down, it will be coming to this position. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to keep at an angle of this. For example, at this particular, I want to keep this rectangle in this position. That means at an angle of 45 degree to the vertical plane I want to keep. So this is a position. Now just don't hold it, you leave it down. So this will be coming to this position or not? It will be
Yes,
coming
sir.
to this position. So that is the initial position. That will be the initial position. That is what I have taken the initial position. AD is the edge on which it is tilting. Okay. Now The next, this is the initial position. So this will be showing this, and this whole rectangle will be showing you this one, red color one. Now the second position is that when it is inclined at an angle of 45 degree to the vertical plane, it is inclined at an angle of degree to the horizontal plane. Its inclination can be obtained in the vertical plane. So this is how I'm next step. This is the first step. The second step, I'm going to rotate it by 45 degree. This is the second position. Okay, this is the second position. Now in this position, the edge on which it is tilted, that means AD is the edge on which it is tilted, that has to be at an angle of 30 degree to the vertical plane. Now what I'm doing is, to the vertical plane I'm going to take 30 degree and it has to be rotated. It has to be rotated. And next position I cannot able to write because it is not three-dimensional. I cannot able to write the next position. You understood my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Even though if you want that also I'll try to write and show you. I'll try to write and show you. No problem.
Got it, sir.
You got it, no? This is how
Yes.
I'm going to do the problem. Okay. This is how I'm going to do the problem. And you want this, no? Sketch also you want? I'll make the PPT and send you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll send you. I'll send the PPT. Okay. I'm going to keep one corner so that it will become a reference, and I'll make a PPT and send you all these. Okay. And this problem I'll be keeping here. And what is the problem number in your book? This is problem number 12. It is. Okay. Problem number 12. I'll write the problem number also and send you. Okay. This is the problem number 12. Now, next